Hi guys. Hello. Hi. I know no one's on here yet, but that's okay. I'll wait until someone comes on here. I have to be a little bit quiet because my mom's asleep. I know a lot of people may not join this live because they have school. So, yeah. And that's perfectly fine. I'm homeschooled, so it doesn't really matter for me, so I don't have a bedtime. So, yeah, but I know many people may not join this live because they have school now. So, yeah, but I'm being very quiet with talking. I'm being very quiet with talking right now because my mom's asleep. How are you doing since Anna died? I hope you are okay. I'm struggling. It's been hard. I'm still not completely over it. It's difficult. She was my best friend. She's been my best friend for almost 5 years now. So it's been very difficult. And especially because I watched her die. She kind of died in my arms. So, yeah. But I'm not gonna say too much now because then I'll get emotional and stuff, and I don't want that to happen right now. So, yeah. But other than that, I'm doing okay. And I know a lot of people are not going to join since they have school, but I have to be quiet. I'm talking a little bit quiet because my mom's asleep in the other room. So, yeah, I have to be quiet. I can't talk too loud. So, yeah. Yeah, but I can't talk too loud. Otherwise, I might wake up my mom, and I don't want that to happen because she has a little bit of a headache and she has to get up early. So, I don't really want to wake her up. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, there is something that I'm really excited for. My mom ordered me 2 Outer Banks posters. One says Pogues, and it is so pretty. Like, I'm so excited, and I know, and there's one Pacific flag that I've always wanted. Rayleigh Barton has. I know you guys, a lot of my subscribers are subscribed to her as well. So, yeah, but I know Rayleigh Barton has it. So, and that is the JJ Maybank flag. Yeah, my mom, she finally agreed and she bought it for me. So, I'm getting the JJ flag. I'm so excited. So, but anyway, my mom bought me so I'm getting, hi bestie. I was just saying how I was talking about the posters, cause my mom just bought me some Outer Banks posters. And one of them says Pogues. Yeah, and then the other one, now I've been begging my mom for like 8 months now, and she finally gave in to buying me a JJ poster. Yeah, so I'm getting a JJ flag because my mom finally gave in to buying me a JJ flag because I kept begging her and begging her and begging her. So I'm finally getting a JJ flag. So I'm excited for that, and it's coming sometime this week. I don't know when, but sometime this week. So, yeah. Yeah, but I'm excited for that. And also, I am talking a little bit quiet because my mom is asleep in the other room, and I don't want to wake her up because she does have to get up early because she has a doctor's appointment real early in the morning. So, yeah, but I don't want to wake her up, so that's why I'm talking a little bit quiet. Because I don't want to wake her up. But, yeah. But, yeah, I'm really excited. I don't know when they're coming, but the thing said they should be here tomorrow. But if they're not, then Friday. So, but when I get them, I obviously will post about it. So, yeah. But I am really excited. And yeah. I'm excited. And yeah. But anyway, there's, like I had said, there's 2 posters. One that says Pogues, and then the JJ flag. So, yeah. And, yeah. And then I don't know what else to talk about. Because this live is kind of yapping about stuff and Q&A. So, asking questions about stuff. So, yeah. So, like, if you guys have any questions that you guys want to ask, you guys can ask them. And so, like, if you guys have any questions that you guys want to ask, since this is a Q&A, you guys can... Okay, that's okay. I was just saying how this live is also yapping and a Q&A, how you can ask questions and I would answer them. So, like, if you have any questions that you wanted to ask, I can. So, like, if any of you guys have questions, I can answer them. So, because this live is yapping and Q&A. So, yeah. My favorite color is lavender purple. So, like, light purple, I just think it's really pretty. So, yeah. But then my second favorite color is light blue. I like light colors. They can't be dark, they have to be light. I don't like it when they're dark. They have to be light. I don't know why. Yep. I love light purple. It's so pretty. But then, like, my sister, I don't know why, but she loves black and red. Because, I don't know why, but she loves blood. I don't know why. But she does. She's weird. Like, I don't get her. But her favorite colors are red and black. But, yeah. Yeah, exactly. But, yeah, my favorite color is purple. And I will answer any question that you guys comment, as long as it's not about Anna, and if I will answer it if it's about Anna, just not on how she died or anything about her dying. You can, like, ask a question. I know you're the only one there, but like I was saying, just you can ask questions about Anna, just not about, like, how she died or, like, nothing that mentions her dying. So, like, you can ask questions about her, of, like, my favorite memory with her, or, like, how long I've known her. You can ask questions like that. Just no questions that have to do with, just no questions asking, like, about on the day that she died, because then I will get emotional and then I'll have to end the live early because I won't be able to control my emotions, because I'm still processing this whole thing that she's gone. So, yeah, but you can ask questions about her. So, yeah. Okay. Uh-oh. Hold on, I'm going to mute myself real quick because my neighbors are fighting in the distance and they're getting closer and it's gonna get pretty loud. So I'm gonna mute myself real quick. So, but I'll unmute myself in a minute. Okay, it's good now. They went into the house, so their house, so it's good now. They were arguing over something. I think it might have been, I don't know what, but I only muted it because they were saying a whole bunch of cuss words. So, yeah, that's the only reason I muted my thing. So, yeah, and then plus because, okay. Alright, but if any of you guys have any questions, any of you have any questions that you guys want to ask, you guys can, and I will answer them. But if you guys have any questions, since this is a Q&A, you can ask and I will answer them. Just no mentioning Anna dying, because I will get emotional. So, yeah. I mean, you guys can ask questions about Anna, just like happy questions. Yeah. But you guys can ask happy questions, just no questions about on how she died, or you guys know how she died, but just no questions about like her death or stuff like that. But you guys can ask questions about her on like my memory, like my happiest memory with her and stuff like that. You guys can ask questions about her. And yeah, as long as they're happy memories or like good memories, just nothing that has to be with her death. So like you guys can ask for like the Q&A, you guys can ask questions as long as it about, you guys can ask questions about Anna as long as it doesn't have to do anything with her death. Hi, bestie. My favorite memory with her, well, my favorite memory with her is when I went to Wisconsin Dells with her with my other 3 besties, Maxton, Claire, and Zach. Now, Zach is Anna's older brother. So, yeah, but we went up to Wisconsin Dells together and spent 5 days there. And yeah, but it was really fun up there. We had a really fun time, and We ended up going to the lake. We played some volleyball. We played some football in the water. We had such a blast. It was so much fun. And then the very last day we were there, we ended up going to Noah's Ark water park. It was also so much fun. And on one of the water slides, me and Anna had sent Claire, Zach, and Maxton to go down one slide together, and me and Anna were gonna go down together. And the first thing that we hear when they go down, the first thing we hear is Zach screaming, "Anna, help! Anna, help!" He was screaming because the water slide had a drop, but he was screaming. And me and Anna were quiet the whole time on that water slide compared to Zach. He was screaming so loud. It was funny. Yes, he was okay. He was just being dramatic. He was just being very dramatic. He was perfectly fine. Zach is just over dramatic. But yeah, it was funny. He just screamed, "Anna, help." It was funny. Yeah. And anyway, and then a little after, I went on that same water slide again, but with Zach and Maxton, and Claire and Anna went together. And again, Zach screamed, "Anna, help! Anna, help!" And Maxton, now they put Maxton backwards. They were gonna put me backwards, but I was like, now they were gonna put me backwards on that water slide, and let's be aware, the water slide had a really big drop. And I was like, don't put me backwards, put Maxton backwards. And Maxton looked at me like, wait, what? And I was like, he's brave, put him backwards. And then Maxton was like, oh yeah, I am brave, put me backwards. And so he went backwards and he didn't scream at all. So yeah, and I didn't scream at all either. I think I just let out a little squeak. That was it. Compared to Zach, he was screaming at the top of his lungs. It was so funny. Yeah, it's scary to go backwards. But I mean, Maxton, he was brave enough to go backwards because yeah, I mean, Maxton was brave enough to go backwards because he's not really scared of anything, and he's the oldest out of all of us in our friend group, so he's not really scared of anything. So he went backwards, and yeah. Yeah, but he went backwards, and he wasn't scared. So, yeah, because he's brave and the oldest out of all of us in my friend group. Yeah. I was gonna say, bestie, you're still here because the thing says you left. And thank you, bestie. But anyway, and then, okay, then it must be a glitch with the person thing because it says that there's 0 people here. So it must be a glitch. But anyway, and then a little bit the night after the water park, that the same day, but later in the night, oh my god, all of us had so much fun. We stayed up until 3 in the morning and had so much fun playing games. It was so much fun. We played Truth or Dare and stuff like that. It was so much fun. And Anna dared me to say my crush in front of everybody, which was a little bit embarrassing because my crush was Maxton. Now, Maxton was my boy best friend. So, yeah. So, obviously, I had to say it because I chose Dare. So, I got dared to, so I had to. And so I did. And then Maxton, a little bit after, chose Dare. And Zach dared him to spill his crush. And what happened? I was his crush as well. And this was about 5-6 months ago. And 6 months later, Maxton is my boyfriend. Yeah. And he is, like, if you were to see him with me, he is so protective. Like, literally, like, yeah. Like, I'm not joking. Like, the other day, a guy, like, I think this guy looked like he was, like, in his 50s. A guy catcalled me. Like, first of all, that is creepy because a guy in his 50s catcalling a 14-year-old girl. First of all, that's kind of messed up. Don't you think that's messed up? A 50-year-old catcalling a teenage girl? who is still a minor. Don't you think that's kind of messed up? It's kind of messed up. But anyway, this guy, catcalled me, and Maxton just completely went into protective mode and told the guy to back off or he's gonna do something. And the guy immediately backed off because he didn't want any problems. So Maxton is protective and won't let anything harm me, I guess you can say. So, and personally, I like that because I like the feeling of being safe. And with Maxton, I guess you can say I feel safe. And then Maxton obviously has his moments where he wants to be a tough boy and act all tough and not want affection. That's mostly around the boys, his friends, the boys. That's when he wants to act all tough and not want affection. But he does have his tough boy moments where he doesn't want affection at all. But when he does, he is so clingy. I'm not joking. He is like so clingy and needy. Like, I'm not joking. But I'm not gonna lie, I love it though, because I am pretty clingy myself. Because growing up, I kind of grew up without a father, but when I went to my dad that I have now stepped in, and I see him as a father, and I always clinged to him for protection, so I'm pretty clingy myself, and yeah, but Maxton is clingier than me. So, yeah. And literally, this is the longest relationship that I have had so far. Because do you want to know how long this relationship has been so far? And how long my before Maxton, the longest relationship that I've had, and how long my current one is? Alright, so the one with Maxton, tomorrow would be officially a full month. So I've been dating him for a full month already, which is the longest lasting relationship that I've had so far. My shortest relationship that I've had only lasted 3 weeks. Or more like 2 weeks. Yeah, it was 2 weeks. And Well, actually, no. The shortest relationship that I've ever had lasted 3 days. And then he cheated on me. So, yeah. But my shortest relationship was 3 days. And then the guy went and cheated. I don't know. I have no clue. And the guy seemed so sweet. And then he just cheated. I know. And then my other previous boyfriend before Maxton, he broke up with me, but he didn't really have a choice because he was moving all the way to Minnesota, and he didn't really and he wanted to see me, but his parents wouldn't allow him to visit me, and my parents wouldn't allow me to visit him. So both of us just decided to end things because we both decided that if we can't see each other while in a long distant relationship, then maybe we should just stay as friends. So, yeah. But we are friends. We're close friends now. And he has moved back because his dad died. So he moved back and he joined our friend group a little bit. He doesn't really hang out with us a lot, but he does a little bit. But he moved back only to take care of his mom because I guess she's really struggling now and trying to drug herself up, so he has to be there for her. Yeah. But yeah. But anyway, Maxton is my longest lasting relationship because it's a month. Tomorrow will be a official month that me and Maxton have been together. So, yeah. Yeah, it is good because that's my longest lasting relationship so far. Even my other besties are so surprised. Like, they're so surprised as well. And my other besties would be on this live right now, but they currently can't because my besties have a screen because oh my god, I cannot speak. But because my other besties are already asleep, because one of them goes to sleep at like 6:30 p.m. because she wakes up at 4 a.m. and gets ready for school because the bus comes at 6 a.m. So she has to be ready by 5:30 a.m. So, yeah. So, she has to be to bed early. So that's the thing with all of my other besties. That's the only reason they're not on this live. Yeah, I don't have a bedtime because I'm homeschooled. So basically, I can go to bed whenever I want, as long as it's not like 3 in the morning. So basically, my bedtime is 10:30, or I usually fall asleep around 10:30, but yeah, me neither. I don't really have a bedtime either. But my bedtime that I usually end up falling asleep around is 10:30 to 11. Well, 10:30 to 11:30. If you were to set a timer from 10:30 to 11:30 and came and checked on me, I would be asleep by then. Yeah, I'm pretty good at getting up in the morning. Like, even if, like, let's say I went to bed at 2 in the morning, I have to get up at 6 in the morning. I would be able to get up perfectly fine. Like the other day, I only got 2 hours of sleep, and I woke up, I was perfectly fine. I wasn't tired. Like, now first of all, I only got 2 hours of sleep because that was the night that Anna died, because that was August 28th. So, yeah. But that was the only reason that I got only like 2 hours of sleep. So, yeah. But, yeah. I swear that night, by the time I fell asleep, it was like 5 in the morning. On August 28th, when I fell asleep, it was like 5 in the morning. I cried myself to sleep that night. It was hard. It's hard. I mean, I don't blame myself, though. Maxton cried himself to sleep, too. So did Zach and Claire, because Anna was our best friend. She's been our best friend for almost 5 years now. So, yeah. It's hard, though. To be honest, I don't really think I'm gonna get over her death because she was Anna was almost like a sister to me. Anna was almost like a sister. Me and Anna always said that we were unbiological sisters. And I really don't think that I will ever be able to get over it, because it's hard. And she was my best friend. And it's hard when you lose your best friend. And especially when you watch them die. Because I was with Anna when she died. Because we were walking through the park and this guy came up to us and told me, not Anna, told me to go with him, and I didn't want to, so he had yanked my arm and told me to go with him. And now this guy had a gun, and the guy yanked my arm and told me to go with him. And Anna went towards the guy. She stuck up for me and said, "Leave my best friend alone. Take me, not her. Take me." And like I said in my posts, she protected me. She risked her life to protect me. And so the guy took her. She grabbed the gun from the guy, and the guy put it on her stomach, and her hand was on the gun as well, but you can tell she didn't want to do it because she obviously didn't want to leave her best friends, and then she also wanted to protect me, but then she didn't want to do it. You can tell. It's just the look in her eyes. It was the look that she gave me. She gave me a look, it was like a look of protectiveness and a look of something else that I don't know. I don't know what it was, but it was a look of something. Yeah. And then the guy Anna put her finger over the trigger. Now, she didn't pull it, but she put her finger over the trigger. And just as she was gonna get ready to pull it, she pulled it, and then the guy pulled it all the way, and it shot her. And Anna protected me. Now, if Anna didn't do that, that would have been me. I would have been the one that got shot if Anna didn't do that. So she risked her life for me. She risked her life to protect me. So she fell to the ground, and obviously I ran up to her. I immediately ran up to her because, so she fell to the ground, and I immediately ran up to her, and she looked at me, and I can tell from the look in her eyes, she was in so much pain, and I felt so bad, but she did that just to protect me. She did it to protect me, and I know that she did what she did so that I wouldn't get hurt. She did it to protect me because I'm her best friend and she didn't want me to get hurt. But I was on the ground next to her, holding her, my hand on her stomach, trying to stop the blood. My hand was on her stomach, trying to stop the blood. And she was just looking up at me with a painful expression. And you can tell she was in pain. And her breathing started slowing down. And she had, in a very weak voice, she said, "I need you to be strong. I need you to be strong for me and take care of the others and tell my mom that I love her and tell everyone that I love them and that I'll see them on the other side once again and that I love you guys very much." And then she told me to stay strong and to stay gold. And then, after she told me to stay gold, which is as if a phrase, as if saying, like, I don't know exactly what it is. I think it's a saying as if, like, I don't exactly know. But after she told me to stay gold, she told me, just because I did this, don't end yourself. Don't kill yourself just to be with me, because just don't end yourself just to be with her, just to be with me, because it's not worth it. You have to be strong and be here for the others. And so I listened to her words and I stayed here. But then after she said that, she looked at me again and said, "I love you. You were the best. You were the bestest friend that I can ask for." And then she died right in my arms. So that was the most traumatizing night for me. And that was when I completely lost it. And that was August 28th. August 28th. I completely lost it. I couldn't take it. I was struggling so much. I didn't know what to do, and I still don't. It's hard, but I know that Anna doesn't want me to do something to end up with her. She wants me to be strong and stay here. And so that's what I'm trying to do for her. But it's so hard without her. It is so hard without her here. Because she was my ride or die. So without her, I don't know anymore. Hard. But I know she did all of that just to protect me. So, yeah. She did that to protect me. And I know. But I guess you can say that that's true friendship. Risking your life for a friend is true friendship. Because that's a good friend. If they do that, that's how you know that they're a good friend. Because there's not many friends that do that. So, but, yeah. Yeah. And I know for sure my other best friends would do it as well. And I would definitely do it for them if I had to. Yeah, I cried too, bestie. Trust me, I probably cried harder than you did. When she died in my arms, I was crying so hard I couldn't breathe at all. I ended up almost having to be taken to the hospital because of how hard I was breathing. Because I couldn't breathe, because I was struggling to breathe from how hard I was crying. But Yeah, but I mean, I would definitely do what Anna did for my friends if I had to. And I know they would as well. So, yeah. But I know Rafe Cameron's wifey. I don't know if I know you might have saw her in my tags. Rafe Cameron's wifey. You might have saw her in my tags. I don't know if you have, but have you seen Rafe? Yeah. Rafe Cameron's wifey is my cousin. She's my younger cousin. Rafe Cameron's wifey is my younger cousin. She's a year younger. Yeah, she's a year younger. And if I had to, I would definitely do what Anna did for her. If I had to. I am 14, so she's 13. Yeah. But, well, technically she's a year and a half younger. So she's almost 2 years younger because right now she's 12. Because her birthday's next month. So. But right now she's 12. So. Yeah. But she's almost 13. She's excited because on her 13th birthday, she gets a puppy. So she's excited. She might get a puppy. She doesn't know yet, but she might. Her birthday is November 13th. Hi. Hi. I was just talking about Anna. I'm not gonna talk about it again because I was holding back a whole bunch of tears. Yeah. November 13th. But I'm not gonna. Yeah. Yep. November 13th. Yeah. Is anyone still in the chat? Is anyone still in the chat? Because either it's still a glitch again or something, because it says that there is 0 people here. So is anyone even still in the chat? Because it says that there's 0 people here. So I don't know if it's a glitch again. Okay? You're here, bestie. Alright, you guys are both here. It's another glitch. I don't know why it's doing that. It's glitching. Okay? It's weird. It's weird. Okay, but yeah, I'm not gonna talk about Anna again because I was holding back tears, and so, yeah, but I will talk about happy memories of her. I'll talk about Anna, but I'll talk about happy memories of her. So, just not the one of her death. Yeah, I cried too. Well, I almost cried while talking about it. Yeah, I'll share some happy memories with you guys if that's okay with you guys. I'll share some happy memories. Okay. Well, I have some personal favorites. Now, I already introduced Outer Banks P4L to them. Well, not introduced, but said all of their names. But I'm gonna tell you too. So my friend group consisted of Anna, who passed, me, bestie. Are you talking to me? Or Life with Lila? Or okay. I'm a JJ. But JJ girl. But my mom is a Rafe girl. My mom's a Rafe girl. I don't know why, but my mom likes Rafe. Yeah. And then my sister likes John B. I don't blame her though. John B is kind of fine. John B is kind of fine, but I don't blame her. Yeah, I'm a JJ girl for sure. But I don't blame my sister for being a John B girl because John B is kind of fine. So, how can someone not like Outer Banks? That is crazy. My dad doesn't like Outer Banks either. Like, I don't get it. How can someone not like Outer Banks? It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, oh my gosh. This just reminds me. I have a therapist that comes to my house 3 times a week. Yeah, I have a therapist that comes to my house 3 times a week. Oh my god. She loves Outer Banks so much. Hi. But anyway, I have a therapist that comes to my house 3 times a week. She loves Outer Banks. Like, and she is a JJ girl. My dad, your brother refuses to watch it. My dad refuses to watch it. He hates it. But my therapist, she loves it. And because she knows that I have a YouTube channel, each time she comes, what is going on? I don't know, bestie. I have no clue what's going on. I just got distracted and started yapping. When something happens, I end up yapping, and then I end up yapping a little bit too much. I guess so. But anyway, my therapist loves Outer Banks, and she knows I have a YouTube channel. So, yeah. Oh. The people who don't like Outer Banks, my dad does it. He hates it. Okay, is there anyone in the chat? Because again, it says that there is 0 people in the chat. So the person thing, for how many people are here is glitching out. So if you guys are here, can you guys comment? Because, okay, so you're here. Yeah, because the thing up there is like keeps glitching out for some reason. So it goes back to so it says that there's no one here. I don't know why it keeps glitching out. That is so weird. That's the only time that it's done that. Oh my gosh, wait, do you guys want to know what I just noticed? I know, I felt like I got stabbed 100 times when JJ died too. Do you want to know? So I recently watched Outer Banks with my mom because she never saw it before. She didn't even cry when JJ died. And I was over here sobbing. And she wasn't even crying. She didn't even shed a tear. Like, seriously? Like, my mom wasn't even shedding a tear when JJ died. And I was over here sobbing so hard. And she was glancing at me like, seriously, you're being overdramatic. It's not that big of a deal. It's just a show character. Like, Mom? Yeah, I know. But afterwards, she did cry. Because after I told her, yeah, but afterwards, she did cry. So, yeah. But after she did a little bit, so, well, she had shed a little tear, but my mom doesn't really cry. Yeah, my mom, she doesn't cry. She just sheds tears. But I saw like 2 or 3 tears rolling down, so she was crying a little bit, but yeah. Sunkissed edits your comment, the chat is not going to let you comment that for some reason. So, I think it might be, I don't know why, but it says, but but it didn't let you comment that. It says you cannot comment that. It doesn't tell me why. Okay. Bye. Is anyone else still here? Is anyone else still in the chat? Ooh. I've wanted stickers of OBX, but my mom said maybe next month because they were sold out when she got paid. So, is anyone else in the chat? Because it's back to saying that there's no people. Because it's back to saying that there's no people here because it glitched out again. So is anyone still there? Is anyone still there in the chat? Okay. Bestie, does it say if there's people in the chat for you? Or like, does it say that there's people for you? Because it doesn't for me. It says that there's 0. It says 0 for me. Oh, okay. Hi. I just remembered this is supposed to be a Q&A. Outer Banks P4L asked me a question earlier and then we totally forgot to ask more questions. So, but you guys can ask questions and I'll answer them. So, because this live is supposed to be a Q&A, so if you guys have any questions or whatever, I'll answer them. As long as it's nothing sad about Anna. You guys can ask questions about Anna as long as it's like something happy about Anna. My favorite OBX editor? Ooh, that's hard. Oof. Oh. Okay. I have to. Sarah. I love Sarah. Personally, I love Sarah. Well, I love both, but I do love Sarah. But then my favorite OBX editor? Ooh, I cannot choose. I love them all so much. I cannot choose. But if I had to choose one OBX editor, I would choose Exomi, or not Naomi, for sure. Or, yeah, for sure. Definitely, because her edits are amazing, first of all. And, yeah, but to be honest, I can't choose. Because I love all of them. So, yeah. But if I had to, it would be her. Alright, but do you guys have any other? And I'll answer more questions. And like I said, you guys can ask questions about Anna. Just no sad questions. You guys can ask, like, happy questions. Or whatever. Thank you, bestie. Thank you. Okay, thank you. What the? Hold on, I'm gonna turn on my camera for just a second because this just scared me. I just turned around and all of a sudden, the vacuum scared me. What the heck? The vacuum scared me. I just turned around and I saw it. It scared me. Oh my god. The vacuum scared me. Anna's favorite color. Her favorite color was... Oh, Jesus. She had a lot of favorite colors. But her favorite color was lavender purple. Lavender purple and pastel pink were her two favorite colors. Those were Anna's favorite colors. She loved those colors. And then she also loved pastel yellow. She loved pastel yellow. So, yeah. Yeah, but Anna, those were Anna's 3 favorite colors. Yes, I do. I have 2 rabbits, 2 dogs, and a cat. One rabbit is 4 years old. His name is Remy. He's kind of a grumpy old man, I guess you can say, because he's very grumpy and he likes to slap you. So he's always grumpy. And then my other rabbit is a baby. Her name is Buttercup, and she is just the sweetest little girl. She gives you kisses and cuddles, and she's just the sweetest thing ever. And then we have a German Shepherd named Baron. He is our guard dog. He hates everybody except for my family because my dad trained him to protect us. So obviously if he thinks you're a threat, he's going to attack. So yeah, but he's our guard dog, so he'll attack if he feels like something's a threat. So he's our guard dog, and then I have a dog. He's a Pekingese. He's a little dog. His name is Milo. He's a mama's boy and needy. He always needs affection. He always needs pets. He always needs kisses. And he always thinks he needs a treat. He's spoiled. But I don't mind spoiling him. I love him. He's my baby. He's my little boy. He's a mama's boy. Whenever I leave the room for too long, he starts crying. He's a mama's boy, and he absolutely loves people. He gets so excited when visitors come. He'll jump on them and beg for pets. He gets so excited. And then our cat, her name is Sky. She doesn't really like people that much. Yeah, my cat Sky, she doesn't really like people that much. But there are some times where she'll come up to you and she'll give you love and just let you pet her. But then there's also some times where she won't let you touch her at all. So she has her moments, but yeah. She has her moments, I guess. My cat is a tabby, so she's gray with black stripes. She's a medium-haired tabby. yeah, so but she's a tabby. What is my favorite show? My favorite show, Outer Banks, obviously, and then the summer I turned pretty, and then My Life with the Walter Boys, and then Stranger Things. Who's in the chat? Comment. Sorry, I had to reconnect to the internet because I guess I disconnected from the internet, so I had to reconnect. I'm so sorry. But anyway, can you guys comment who's here in the chat, because it says that no one's here. I think it only says that because I had to reconnect. Okay, bestie, you're here. I can see that you're here. Can people who are here comment in the chat below? I don't know, it says that there's 2 people here, but I don't know. It says that there's 3 people here, but I don't know. Can people that are here, if you guys are here, can you comment in the chat? Because my thing reconnected. Because my thing had reconnected. So if you guys are here, can you guys in the chat? So if you guys are here in the chat, can you guys let me know, please? If you guys are in the chat, what are my favorite songs? Ooh. My favorite songs. One of my favorite songs is That's So True by Gracie Abrams. And then another one of my favorite songs is Lover by Taylor Swift. And then another one is Get Him Back, Olivia Rodrigo. And then another is Espresso, Sabrina Carpenter. And then my other favorite is Thumbs by Sabrina Carpenter. And then There's Nothing Holding Me Back by Shawn Mendes. I would have to say those are my favorite songs. Yeah, I would have to say those are my favorite songs. Oh, and then Mockingbird by Eminem. That's also one of my favorite songs. Mockingbird by Eminem is, yeah, they're all really good songs. Yeah. Yep. 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 Alright. Any other questions? Ooh, I don't really have a favorite food. I basically eat whatever. I can tell you my least favorite food though. I hate Brussels sprouts. I don't know why. I just do. I hate Brussels sprouts. I don't know why. I just do. And then I also hate olives. Olives are disgusting. I hate olives. I don't like them. I do like pizza. I have to agree with you on that. But I hate olives. I do not like olives. Mushrooms is another thing I don't like. I don't like mushrooms. I do not like mushrooms. I don't like olives. Olives, I don't know what it is with them, but olives make me sick. I don't know why. I don't know what's in them, but they just make me nauseous. I don't know why. So that's why I don't like them. I don't know if it's the taste or what. Yeah. And I don't like mushrooms. So, yeah. But, yeah. So, any other questions? Since this is a Q&A. No, I have not. Uh-oh. I have not watched Surviving Summer. What is it on? Surviving Summer on? Bestie, are you there? Oh, okay, you are. Just the chat got disabled. Okay, you guys are there. I saw my notification. The chat is disabled. Okay, okay. Alright, well, the chat got disabled. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and end this live and maybe start a new one. I'll think about it. So, whoever is on this live, if you want, join the new one. Because I might start a new one. I'm not sure. But I might. I don't know. I might not. I don't know. So, yeah. But the chat got disabled. So,